All right, continuing on with equations. So now we're going to get into, we're going to have a equation or expression described to us in a sentence, and we're going to write that equation. But before we do, if you think back to last time, here we have the equation 2n equals 8. So we're looking at, does 4 work or does n work? So we're going to sub in that value for n. So 2n means 2 times whatever n equals. So 2 times 4 gives us 8. So that is our solution. If we did 5, 2 times 5 is 10. That does not equal 8, so that one doesn't work. So when it comes to writing out the equation, so in the sentences, there's going to be these clue words. Stuff like this, where if we're dealing with addition, it's going to be something like plus, the sum, it's more than, it's increased by, the total. Think of that as addition. Subtraction would be the minus, difference, less than, less, or decreased by. Multiplication, times, product, multiplied of, twice, or like cubed, where we're multiplying by a certain number. Division is pretty much going to be divided by, quotient. It's pretty limited there. Now, keep in mind, when we're writing expressions, there's going to be no equal sign. We're going to use a variable, so a letter, for any unknown information to represent that. So we're going to write each phrase as an algebraic expression. So it's going to be something like this. So 3 runs less than the Pirates scored. So do we know what the Pirates scored? No, we don't. So we're going to use a variable there. Let's use P. Now, it's less than, so 3 runs less than whatever this was. So if this is P, we're going to take 3 away. Because less than means subtraction. And we're 3 less than what the Pirates scored. So whatever the Pirates is, we're 3 less. So Pirates minus 3 gives us our expression. So this is algebraic expression. No equal sign. Doesn't equal anything. Just the one side of it, if you think of it that way. Twice as many tomatoes as last year. So we don't know tomatoes last year. So we're going to have a T for a variable. And if it's twice as many, that means we're timesing by 2. So we can either write it as 2T or T times 2. So we're going to use a little dot, not an X, working with variables, because a lot of times X is a variable, so it doesn't throw you off thinking, oh, well, is that an X or is that a time symbol? So we use either dot, or we'll just write them where the number and the variable are right next to each other. Now, if it is an equation now will have an equal sign, and typically it'll say is equal to, or there's an is, that's that indicating that clue word saying, hey, this is where the equal sign is going to go. Again, we're going to use that variable, that letter, for any unknown information. So write the sentence as an equation. So 76 and P more equals 307. So there equals 307 is fairly obvious, so I'm going to start there. So equals 307, know it's going to be. Now it says 76 and P more. More is our clue word for addition. So 76 plus P has to equal our 307. Okay? Look for those clue words to help you set this up. So write the sentence as an equation. N is. So again, N is 382 more than T. More than means plus. So 382 plus T. Now, I write my T's with a little curve so you know it's a T and not a plus sign. So, a little more complicated here. So write a sentence for the equation. 26 is equal. So again, 26 equals 57 more than, so 57 plus the product of 136 and T. So product means times. So 136 T. Okay. So all of these, all you're doing is just writing out that equation, that expression. We're not actually solving. We'll do that the next time. So our last one here we have, okay, so 177 subtracted from the product of H and 180. So product meaning times, so 180H. Now, 177 is listed first, but it says it's subtracted from the product. So the product has to come first, and then we take away the 177. So because it's subtracted from, then it goes second. Now, if it would have been 177 subtract the product H and 180, then we would have had 177 minus 180H. But because it's subtracted from, we're taking that away from that product. So the product has to come first. It says equals 275 increased by, so 275 plus the product of 216 and U. So product being multiplied, so 216U. And that's that equation. So that's it for this lesson. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can pan me, send me an email, send me a message on Google Classroom. Otherwise, we'll talk to you later.